This video is sponsored by Phoenix Pharos cards. If you need supplies of singles or splits for Cardfight Vanguard, especially the ones in the video, do check out Phoenix Pharos cards today, and as a bonus, use the promo code MetaNerd to get an amazing 5% discount. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the MetaNerd channel. I am Marcus, bringing you another video for Cardfight Vanguard DivineZ. The first of the 6 quick start deck finally revealed their boss's skill, and alongside the boss's skill, we also get some information in regards to the skill of the Rideline, as well as certain cards within the quick start deck that is going to be reprinted inside booster 1 with skill, which I find it a little bit annoying, because why not just introduce those cards inside the quick start deck? I don't really get that, but at the same time, it is what it is. They decided to go this route. Might not be the best, but there's nothing really much we can do about it. In this video, we'll be covering the Dragon Empire boss unit, as well as any other skills that was revealed on a Tuesday stream like a few weeks back. Without further ado, let's take a look at what the Dragon Empire quick start deck boss unit does for the new era of Cardfight Vanguard. First and foremost is the Grade 1 Rideline, Thunderous Flame Beast Karaleor. Although when this unit is rode upon by Thunderous Spark Beast Kitenrize, cost Energy Blast 2 and draw a card. Second skill, Continuous Rigor Circle. During your turn, if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater with Triumph Dragon in its card name, this unit gets 5k power. So very straightforward. This card is basically allowing you to draw 1 at the cost of 2 Energy Blast, which you will definitely have despite going first or second. By turn 2, you will definitely have at least 3 energy, as long as you don't forget to get the energy generator upon riding this Grade 1. So you are left with 1 energy for the rest of turn 2, provided if of course you don't have any other skills that energy charge or uses that 1 energy for any skills that you have access to. But for an Energy Blast 2 to draw 1 is super nice. You don't cost any Combo Blast or Soul Blast. It's just really nice. But of course, energy is energy. Depends on how the direction is going for all of this boss unit, it might play a crucial role. And by this point in time, due to all of the boss unit for the quick start deck requiring 4 energy, you will definitely have 4 energy on turn 3 when you ride into your Grade 3 turn. You will have 7 energy if you are going second, so it's actually not that bad. And it just means that you are able to activate more skills, particularly those skills that has an energy cost. Those skills with energy cost is looking to be really good from what I can see so far. This card being a 13k booster is whatever, as you know, you definitely have other better units to be right inside the deck. Depends on how the support design is going to be. Very straightforward Grade 1, nothing really much to talk about. Let's move forward to the Grade 2. For the Grade 2, we have Thunderous Spark Beast Kitenrize. Although when this unit is rode upon by a Grade 3 with Triumph Dragon in its card name, you may call this card to Rigor Circle. If you do not call, Energy Charge 3. Second skill, Continuous Rigor Circle. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Triumph Dragon in its card name, this unit gets 10k shield. With this being in the mix of the whole deck, it actually introduced like a very important decision that you have to make when you ride into the Grade 3. So it's either you want to get a 15k shield interceptor, that being this card, to superior call to the Rigor Circle, or you want to get an extra 3 energy. This decision, I think, will definitely dictate on how the future turn will be. Depends on how much you are using your energy, as well as depends on how your hand is looking. So this decision, I think, is the first one that you need to master in order to be really good using this deck, because once again, there's benefit to both decisions. But of course, the upcoming support surrounding this Rideline is also quite crucial, and it will definitely dictate on which decision you want to lean on more, either calling this card or get the energy charge. For now, I don't think there's a lot of cards that use a lot of energy, so it's better that you call this card to the Rigor Circle, because this is a Dragon Empire Rideline. Dragon Empire doesn't typically superior calls a lot of stuff, so it is a really good card to superior call. But as we move to DBD01 and more cards are being revealed, you might want to get the energy charge 3. Once again, depends on how the support is designed. Very straightforward Grade 2 as well. Moving to the boss unit, we have Thundering Cloud Dragon Triumph Dragon. Active Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost Counter Blast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as this unit. Reveal it and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck, and this unit gets 10k power until the end of turn. Second skill, Auto Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Energy Blast 4. Choose one of your opponent's rearguard, retire it, and this unit gets 5k power and critical +1 until the end of that battle. Here's the first look on what the boss unit that is using energy will be looking like. Of course, it's only using 2 out of the 3 resources available inside Vanguard, that being 1 Counter Blast and 4 Energy Blast. This card basically is a personal right searcher, as well as gaining a 10k bonus for 1 Counter Blast is definitely nice. And from the looks of it, each and every boss unit for the 6 quick start deck is gonna have this skill. It's not bad. It basically guarantees the personal right for the next turn, as well as filter one card out from the deck. Is just very nice. On top of the 10k power bonus, for a mere one counter blast, I think is very nice. Energy usage is at 4, which is somewhat concerning because every single turn you will be getting 3 energy. This card is using 4 energy every single turn, which means that you will definitely be at -1 energy every single turn after your turn 3. So eventually you will run out of energy blast to even activate skill. But from what I'm seeing so far, it's very hard to go to that point, and we're still like in the early days of DivineZ. So there's going to be cards that energy charge, but from the looks of it at the moment, it's very concerning. Not only are you gaining power from this, you are also gaining 1 critical and a and 1 board snipe is just very nice for 4 energy cost. The whole skill basically makes this boss unit a 28k to 38k 2 critical Vanguard attack, while at the same time retiring 1 rearguard is just very nice. It's just retiring 1, nothing too crazy, but at the same time, for not costing any soul blast or counter blast 1, once again, it's very nice. But we're still in the early days of DivineZ. It's a little too early to tell whether or not 4 energy blast is justifiable. A pretty straightforward boss unit going into DivineZ. For the support cards that will be in the first booster set, first off, we have Dragritter Yanma. Auto rearguard circle. When this unit boosts, if your opponent has 2 or less rearguard, cost counter blast 1 and energy blast 2. Draw a card and this unit gets 5k power until the end of that battle. By paying 1 counter blast and energy blast, you are able to draw 1 as well as gaining a 5k bonus is just very nice. Considering that you don't really use a lot of counter blast inside this deck, and the only unit that is using energy is the Vanguard itself, I guess 2 energy blasts is quite okay. But of course, for a prolonged game, it's not going to be worth it because you are minusing 1 energy per turn, and without any energy charge skill, you're gonna be hungry for energy quite a bit. Unfortunately, of course, since this card will be needing the opponent to have 2 or less rearguards, it means that you will need to include some board control support that we currently have to even get the skill, which is not really great. But at the same time, since we do not have a lot of cards, you might as well just put in skills that basically retires the opponent. Not too bad. Even so, I don't think this card is worth it because it's a little bit too restrictive. Depends on who your opponent is. If the opponent has too many rearguards on the field, you don't even get the skill. So I don't think that you should be building your whole deck around this card. But hey, as we go into DBT01, it might change how we look at this card. Next up, we have Strike Dragon Spinoassaulter. Auto rearguard circle once per turn. When your opponent's rearguard is retired by your grade 3 or greater Vanguard's ability, this unit gets 10k power until the end of turn. This card is basically a 28k attacker that is dependent on the Vanguard retiring skill is okay. This card being a 28, let alone without the personal right, is going to be a really huge attacker. And the most important thing about this card is that this is not really restricted to Triumph Dragon. A lot of bosses inside Dragon Empire do have retiring skills. For example, Eugene Gandiva, as well as the new Dino Dragon boss unit, the promo card, is able to retire stuff. And therefore, this card can be activated as long as this unit is on the field whenever your Vanguard is retiring the opponent's rearguard. Yes, this card needs to be on the field when your Vanguard is retiring stuff, so be very careful. And what's more, this card is a Dino Dragon, so Spino Marquis is gonna love this card. Just a bonus synergy for existing boss unit that we have. Next is Stealth Dragon Kuden Musubi. Although when this unit is discarded from hand during your right phase, you may call this card to rearguard circle as rest. So this card is one of 2 cards that I think each and every quick start deck is gonna get. They have the exact same skill, of course, with different art because they are from different nation, but each and every 6 of the quick start deck is gonna get this kind of skill. This card basically acts like a free superior call that recalls itself whenever it is discarded during the right phase. So any skills that requires you to discard or discard to ride from the right deck is able to superior call this card to the field as rest, and therefore, you know, recycle your discard card, which is super nice. This card is called as rest, but of course you are able to restand it the next turn, which is technically like a +1 to the field. Not that bad. However, considering that this card is like a very generic as well as very surface level card, it is actually weird that they don't just give this card inside the quick start deck, and we will need to wait for BT01 in order to even get this skill. Very weird, I would say, but it's a really good pickup in a sense, and this is a stealth unit. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit skeptical on why this card isn't in the quick start start deck. That's just my opinion looking into the support cards that was being revealed. Very weird. Last but not least is Throwing Stealth Dragon Kageichi. Although when this unit is discarded from your hand during your ride phase, cost Soul Blast 2 and draw a card. So once again, this is the second card that is pretty generic, as well as each and every quick start deck will be having a unit of a similar skill as this. This card is quite expensive in terms of his skill, as well as it's very limited in terms of how many times you can use this card, because there's not a lot of stuff that basically discard during the ride phase, except for riding from the ride deck or you stride, but I don't think stride decks want to run this type of cards. The only practical way of using this is between turn 1 to turn 3, which you will definitely need to discard a card to ride from the ride deck. Soul Blasting 2 is quite expensive, but considering that we do not really use a lot of soul for the support for quick start deck, I think it's okay, but at the same time, you don't get a lot of usage out of this. And what's more, I don't think you will want to run a lot of this card, because as soon as you reach turn 2 and you draw into this card is effectively a vanilla, or you know, a 10k beater, which why call this card when you have other better attackers? That's just my thought about it. Once again, similar to the previous card, it's actually really weird that Bushi decided not to give this kind of skill inside the quick start deck. Why, Bushi? And that is all for this video. Do let me know down in the comment section of what do you think of Triumph Dragon, the first of the 6 quick start decks that we will be receiving next year. Do like and subscribe if you like this video, and of course during the bell notification icon so that you don't miss a video I upload. With that being said, I'll see you all on the field.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.